In this video, we're going to cover how to install and configure a client server. So you may do that for something like Axiom would be a common service that you would have its own dedicated server for Axiom users or maybe for API users. In this video, we're going to look specifically at setting up an Axiom server. So the first thing we'll do is we'll run the install as an admin. I'll choose custom install. All right, so we don't need all of these options selected. We will use the admin service and Axiom. We're going to remove calcs and events. The historian is going to be remote, so we don't need the historian here. We're going to choose a remote identity service because it's already installed on the historian server. And then we'll choose a local license server. We won't need store and forward. We're going to uncheck OPCDA, get rid of store and forward. We'll need the views because anytime we have this client machine, it always is accompanied by a local views service. And that looks good. Click next. All right, so here is where we're going to direct where the identity service resides. So in our case, that's going to be Canary hist. And then we're just going to take the default install locations. All right, confirm the options, and hit install. Okay, click close. Now we should be able to pull up the admin. We're going to sign in. All right, now Views is expecting there to be a local historian, which there isn't one, so it's kind of complaining about this. This looks a little grayed out here. So we're going to do a few things. One is we're going to add the remote historian in here. We're going to remove this one, but then we also need to give this view service permission to connect to the historian server, and we'll do that through the identity service. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up the historian machine. So here's that, and we're going to go into the identity tile. If I go down to security, I'm going to use an API token that's already been created. It comes with the system, so we're going to use this default token for Axiom reporting. So we're going to use this for both the view service and the Axiom service on the other server. There really isn't a need to create a token for each one. So I'm going to copy this, but then we also need to add this user, this Axiom report service account, to an access control list. So if I go up to there, we're going to expand the historian. This is what's actually going to give the view service permission to connect to the historian here. So I'm going to click add this user, and we'll look for that service account, set it to allow, hit apply. All right, now I'm going to jump back to the Axiom server, and we're going to go down to configuration. So the first thing we'll do is we're going to add the Canary hist server. Then we'll remove this one. Apply. All right, then we're going to go down to settings. And here's where we're going to enter that API token that we grabbed from the identity service. Apply. And then we're going to do the same thing for the Axiom service. So we'll close this. And we'll go into Axiom, configuration, do the same thing here. Now, if we go here, we can still see that it has remote historian, but it's grayed out. So we're just going to restart the view service. Okay. So let's go check. All right, there we can see it's highlighted. We should be able to drill into it. Now we can see the data sets within the historian. All right, so that's how you would add the remote historian to the view service, and now Axiom has its own dedicated server for users to hit. All right, thanks for watching.